So what do I think her Bankai does? I think her blood is extremely acidic. The blood burns someone and thus heal them, which in effect has the same properties as Tenjiro's bloodbath, where it heals the body so much. I mean, look at what Tenjiro's bodyguards, or I guess henchmen, had to do, is that they had to wear certain suits within the hot springs and the bloodbaths to make sure that their bodies don't over heal, so to say. So in this sense, a Kenpachi who is technically fully healed is being overloaded with all this blood acid, so to say, that is meant to heal the body. It would make sense that this acidic blood is burning through him while healing him at the same time, and thus is able for Unohana to use it to her offensive capability. Now, did Unohana turn Kenpachi into a skeleton during that fight? You can either take it as two ways, and you wouldn't be wrong. You could say yes, it did. It overhealed him to the point where his, skin ripped off, and then rehealed him so he got his skin back almost instantaneously. Or you could say it is metaphorical of Kenpachi being reborn or renewed, to which I would be more so on the side of, generally because Unohana also had the same kind of face as well, of having just a skeletal face. So do I realistically think that Kenpachi turned into a skeleton during that point? No. But if you wanted to argue on the other side of the fence, you could probably find a way to justify it. And considering that this whole episode in general kept turning to black when Kenpachi was passing out, it really kind of solidifies to me that the bloodbath that Tenjiro has somewhat of the same concept, or maybe somewhat of the same properties as Unohana's Bankai, and that's maybe where Tenjiro got that idea from. Because yes, while Tenjiro taught Unohana how to heal through the hot springs, and that's maybe his invention, probably took that to another level while understanding or even teaching Unohana along the way, creating an invention from teaching her, and thus her also teaching him in her own way as well. So in a nutshell, what is Unohana's Bankai? It's just acidic acid in Shikai form and then acidic blood in Bankai form.
Pretty much just like, nah, you can't elevate. You skip the main test. You gotta go back and get the test. You use Cliff Notes. You're not supposed to do that.
Dang, man. I guess it's more of an emotional thing.
Yeah.
You try to teach Ichigo.
How'd you feel about the Kenpachi, I don't know how to say her name. I'm gonna call her you lady. Yeah.
I actually thought that it was like a beautiful story. Looking at their backstory, her finding him when he was young, her realizing that he was suppressing his power because he enjoyed the joyness that they was having with the rival foe and stuff like that, and then her ultimately in the end having to like die in order for him to kind of like get back to who he was. Like, did I want her to die? No, but I understood like why it happened and stuff. But that was like a beautiful story, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The story was dope. The whole exchange was pretty much S tier. Yeah. The fight was mid though. I ain't gonna lie. It was. I don't know. It didn't give what I thought it was gonna give. It was kind of like a little lackluster, but I guess the story and like the meaning behind everything kind of carried it, which is pretty cool and stuff. And his Zanpakuto finally speaking to him for the first time was pretty cool too. I just didn't like the way she ended, like died. It was like kind of like that's it.
What's crazy is like Zaraki, like Kenpachi, he's always been in. That's why even before, like when the boss was coming, I'm like, bro, I cannot wait for Kenpachi to show up because you know how strong this dude is. Even while suppressing his power, the whole eye patch thing, only swinging with one arm. He was always suppressing his power. Even with that, he's still so dang on strong. Like I wanted him on the battlefield. And then to understand that this dude is really even more nice like that, it's raps, bro. We might not even need Ichigo. Let me chill. It's the MC, you know what I'm saying?